Alright, it's pretty dark outside, kind of late, but I ordered some parts from OEM Bimmer Parts, and I got these guys. It's my strut, or my control arm bushing, sorry, for the front. So I got a pair of these I'm going to replace. Shouldn't be too hard. It's dark outside, so it's going to be shitty light, but I'm going to do as much as I can with what little I have. See how well I can, well, how quick and how well I can get it done. First things first, we're gonna take off the wheels on both sides. And while I'm doing this, this is one of the telltale signs of a bad control arm bushing. Here, I'll put the camera down so you can see what I mean. It shouldn't be moving like that. Alright, so as soon as we get the wheel off, you can see that's what we're replacing. It bolts in right there. There you go, goes into the control arm. But as soon as I got this wheel off, I just realized how shitty these brakes were. Trying to angle the light so you can see the shadow. But that's like a super, it's like a really deep groove right there on the rotor. Like, I can actually grab that. So I already bought rotors and brake pads for this, so we're gonna replace those two while we're in here. But I'm gonna do that first. Alright, coming under the car to take off that skid pan. I've been losing a lot of power steering fluid, or ATF, and I noticed that this here looked really wet, and as soon as I touched it, like, it's not tight at all. So I think that'll fix that. I just tighten this up. Shouldn't be losing any more fluid, hopefully. There we go. Didn't kill it, but just had to make it tighter. So now we're going to take off this pan here. Alright, and there's 8 bolts. There's 2 here, 2 on that side, 2 back there, close to where my jack stand is, and then 2 on that side. Okay, so once you get all those bolts off to take off this cover that covers everything, sorry, it's really tight under here. You're gonna use the same 16 and get these 2 bolts off. It's the same on both sides, and then we're gonna use a bushing press to get this off. These are all pretty jacked up, so hoping all the other bushings around here are good. We're gonna get those off, put the new ones in, and like, these are 16s and the other ones were 16, so everything down here so far has been 16mm sockets. Alright, to illustrate how bad these things are, I just took these 2 bolts out, and it's not supposed to be like that. I could probably just pop this thing out if I twist a little bit. Yeah, there's absolutely no connection in there. Should not do that. So this one's properly done. It's probably been done for a long time, since before I bought this car. So we're gonna use the bushing press and get this thing off of here. Same thing on the other side, and then we'll get the new parts in.
We got side 2 off. Now we're about to put on the fresh one.
A little bit of silicone.
We'll be back in a second. This is our modified bushing installation tool.
Okay. This thing was a pain in the dick hole to get on. I ended up fighting with it for a while, but now that it's on, I'm slowly doing each side to make sure it goes into the guides, and everything feels nice and tight like it should be. So I'm gonna go ahead and tighten this now. Cool. And this is one side done, nice and solid.
Second side, done. Wow.
Nice and solid now. Shouldn't be any more shaking when we drive.